You're listening to the Matt Ramage Show, presented by Quick Trip. All right, what's up, everybody? All right, I didn't mean to add that laugh track. This is all new to me, all right? So, joining me today, all right, is the host of the, what's it called here? The What's Packin' Sports Show. So, let's bring him in here, baby, people. What is up, man?
What's packing, Mr. Ramage?
All right, so like I got this new mixture, this new soundboard. It's all new to me. All right, I meant to hold the applause on a little longer, but anyways, what's your name first of all?
I have a public persona. I go by Godchild.
All right,
GDCHYLD. Godchild, first of his name. That is my full persona of my public entity, everything that I do, entertainment, all that kind of stuff.
All right, dude. Hey, I like that. I like it. No, but I didn't plan on going live tonight. I didn't plan on doing no type of video tonight. But I've been drinking a little bit, so I was like, why the hell not?
On that note, let me catch up.
Yeah, drink that thing, man. All right, but so I want to talk about. No, I don't know the buttons yet, but I want to talk about the big man, Aaron Jones. All right, but before I do that, I want to show a little clip. I want to show or a little audio of what he had to say about signing back with the Green Bay Packers because he had a lot of big offers. Right now, then we'll talk about that. But let's play a little audio of what he had to say.
I mean, it's more money than my previous contract, and I mean, you continue to work, it'll be there. Like I said, I feel like this is a perfect fit for me. I've been in this offense. I know what comes with it. I know my teammates here, and we feel like we have unfinished business. So I just feel like it was the right fit for me.
See, I love that quote. I hope everyone could hear it because I'm a little new to this whole soundboard type stuff. You could hear it, right, though?
I heard it, though, and I feel like you're doing a great job.
All right, I appreciate that. No, I appreciate
especially under the impairment that you are under right now. I don't think that's
But hey, I truly appreciate it because it's true. I'm hammered right now. But Aaron Jones, bro, taking less money to stay in Green Bay, a lot less money. I think he would have got paid. Like he got paid.
Yeah,
he
would have got, man.
He would have got paid. And I'm all about dudes getting paid. Because if it ever comes to a situation where I'm gonna get paid, I'm gonna get paid. If you ever see me sign a deal and we're like, oh, I wonder if he got paid or got paid. I got paid. Just don't
don't get it twisted.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Don't get it
dude,
twisted.
I'm going for all that money. No, but Aaron Jones is the phenomenal running back, very nice guy. No, because I had Alex Strofe on here. Not even 2-3 weeks ago. It was a week before he signed that deal.
Yeah, I think I kind of was on there. I think I was watching that on.
Yeah, we're like, there's no way he's coming back, but he's a really nice guy. We're like, he's the nicest guy. Because I still say, I said before, I said if he left, I'd say the same thing. It's like, dude, Aaron Jones is a really nice guy. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. He's he was raised right.
Military guy. Yeah.
He was raised all the way right ways. But he's saying in Green Bay that they figured it out. They found what they wanted to pay. They found what he thought was good enough to get his family what they needed to get. And I think he's key to the offense. Jamal Williams isn't going to be around. I love me some Jamal Williams as well. Yeah. But
sad to see him go to the lowly Lions. But
yeah, dude. First of all, the Lions, they got Tim Bull, who I think is a legend. I love me some Tim Bull. He came on my show during the season. I did not do well on that podcast. For the record, but I appreciate coming out. So, but what do you think coming on to this season? What are you happy about, and what are you not so happy about? And I'll read.
Man,
I'll check out the comments as you speak.
Hey man, look, you like you said, you've kind of followed me a little bit, and so you know I'm one of the more, I guess, outspoken, sort of contrarian Packers fans. I get called out a lot on Twitter for not being a real Packers fan, and I should go turn on my Packers card. But like I said, man, look, come on, man, look at me. I got a shirt that has middle fingers on it that says, "If you're not a Packers fan, these are for you." I got a freaking Go Pack Go banner from Packers everywhere. You can't even buy this in stores. You had to actually go to one of the pep rallies, and this is actually from the 2000 and what was it, 15 pep rally when they played Washington in the wild card game. Because I live in Maryland. So
all right,
I went to the thing. So
no, you're the real deal.
I'm the real deal, man. I got freaking cheese heads, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but as far as like what I'm the Aaron is this okay? Aaron Jones, right? I agree with you. The dude, honestly, probably could have got like 13 million, maybe 14 million, maybe on like the open market. I feel like he really, like you said, he could have got pay. He could have got more money. He could have got more guaranteed money, all that kind of stuff. So the fact that he came back, it does say a lot. It talks about his character and everything like that. And I think that it's going to be a really good 1-2 backfield, but I'm not sure if that was actually the best move for Green Bay. You know what I mean? Like I've been talking about that kind of like this week or since it happened. Like I'm not mad. I'm not salty because I do think the dude's one of the top 5 running backs in the NFL and one of the best weapons in the league. But when the Vikings signed Dalvin Tomlinson, right? And then they signed Patrick Peterson to those deals, that was like $30 million combined, $32 million combined. So it's like the Packers could have maybe picked up another cornerback and they go opposite of Jai Alexander. They did end up bringing Kevin King back. That's one of the things I'm not so happy about. I mean, I have nothing personal against the guy. I'm not one of these people. I don't attack people personally for things they do on the field, but I just don't know if he's I don't know if he's a starting caliber player for a defense, for like for a championship defense. You know what I'm saying? Like for him to be across from Jair, I feel like, as the old saying goes, you're only as strong as your weakest link. You know what I mean? And I feel like he's clearly the weakest link in that secondary. And so I was just surprised they brought him back. And then they paid, and then the contract, like I saw other guys like Xavier Woods, right? Like he got like $2.5 million. So the offseason moves have been a little for me personally. For me,
yeah,
I'm just like,
no. The thing with like with Kevin King, I think he's comfortable like with the defense. Like I'm not defending, like saying like I think it's the greatest move in the world, but I think he's a good corner. Had a really sketchy 2020 year, horrible ending of the 2020 season. You know, he horrible. But he's young. I think a lot of these guys that everyone's signing, a lot older.
Yeah,
so
they're older.
I think that the Packers thinking is that like we're gonna go. I don't even know. Like I don't know, because I'm not even the best to talk about it, but I definitely think they're gonna draft corner early. I really do. Yeah, I don't think that King that I don't. They didn't sign to a 1-year deal because they think, well, this is the guy for the future, and we're gonna go. You know, so I think I felt like they didn't have a lot of options. Like maybe they tried to sign a guy. They're like, well, these guys are too expensive for their.
You don't think Patrick Peterson for $10 million? I mean, that's a 1 year. Like, would you rather have Patrick Peterson, even though he's older, he's still a guy who's like a kind of like a fringe Hall of Famer, not first ballot for sure, but like he's kind of like a fringe Hall of Famer. He's like very highly respected by any cornerback in the league, any receiver. Like he's still got enough in the tank, I think, for a Super Bowl run. You know what I mean? You don't think like bringing him in at $10 million would have been better than paying Kevin $6 million? You know what I'm saying? You don't think he's an upgrade? You don't think Patrick would have came to Green Bay if they would have been like, yo, we'll give you 10? The same. Why would you want to go to Minnesota?
But I don't think that Kevin King is going to make 6. I think it's maybe more like 3. Like I remember seeing his contract. I don't know exactly what it is, but a lot of it's incentive based.
Incentive. Okay, well, if it's incentive based and all that kind of then yeah, shit, you sign him for $12 million because ultimately I want him to reach it. You know what I mean? Like I want him to. Yeah. I'm not a hater, and that's the thing. Like people call me a hater. I am not a hater. I support these players, but I also just I'm like Doubting Thomas from the Bible for all my. I know the Midwest. You guys like from all my church folks out there. Like I gotta see it, and when you show me what you are doing, like you gotta show me for me to believe. And from what he showed me, I'm just not believing that this was a good enough move. And it's like the only silver lining to this whole situation for me with Kevin King is like maybe Joe Barry. I would assume, God, hope, I pray that he watched film. You know what I mean? He like did an evaluation of all of the guys that's on this team and the talent. And he said to himself, like, I am not Mike Pettin. Oh, yeah. Okay. I can get more out of this guy than Pettin got out of him. So Gutekunst, it's okay if you bring this guy because they waited a while, you know what I mean, to bring him back. They kind of waited to the twilight hours of free agency. So it's like maybe they had a long conversation. It's like, look, trust me, I'm going to do things differently than Pettin did it. My scheme will be able to sort of mask his deficiencies better than Pettin did. I mean, that's kind of like the only silver lining.
And that thing is like Kevin King, I felt like in the NFC Championship game, he was put in horrible situations. I'm not even defending Kevin King because he failed. Like in that game, right. the Packers lost that game. There's a lot of reasons why the Packers lost the game, but I said it from the beginning. That touchdown before halftime is why they lost that game. It changed the tone of the game. It changed the whole shit of the game. And that touchdown before half, it will probably wake me up at night, like when I'm like 60.
Scotty Miller!
Like, dude, that
wake up in the middle of the night. Like, Grandpa, what's wrong with who's Scotty Miller, Grandpa?
Don't worry about it. Get your ass out.
What's wrong with Granddad? I come every time Granddad's mad at us, he calls us Scotty Miller. Get your little Scotty Miller ass out there and show it.
Dude, and that's what it is. It's horrible, but I don't think the Packers had a lot of options. I think they tried. They reached out and they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be expensive. We'll just go get Kevin King another year. We'll draft early for corner." And
they gotta go corner.
Yeah,
they gotta go corner. And look, as far as the King thing in the NFC Championship game, like this is what I'll say. Okay, like I know everybody wanted to burn Pettin, and I know Pettin had lots of imbecilic calls. Like, I mean, every time I saw, Preston Smith lined up at cornerback, was just like, I said on my show, I said, I don't want to see him covering anybody. I don't give a damn if it was a damn tackle eligible. Like, I don't want Preston Smith in coverage. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be someone's grandmother. Like, I just don't trust him in coverage. But it's like, at the same time, all year, and really since Pettin's been here, like for the past 3 years, people, all the fans included, and even media members included, crucified him for never running man coverage in those sorts of situations. And so then, and on top of that, ultimately, Matt LaFleur had to be the one. If he wanted, he saw that they were in man coverage. If he didn't want them in man coverage, he can call a timeout and be like, no, we're not running man coverage, because they had timeout. And he could tell Pettin, like, no, put these motherfuckers in zone or something. Like, we're not about to. But the third thing to me is like, it's like 4 seconds left. It was like 6 seconds left or whatever it was, under 10 seconds, right? You know where the touchdown is, you know where the first down is. Even if Pettin puts you in man coverage, which I'm not even sure it was the worst coverage to put them in. I put more of that fault on Kevin King because, like, dude, you've been playing football your whole life. You know what's coming here, bruh. Like, they're not going to go underneath. It's 6 seconds left. And even if they do go underneath, give that shit up. Why was he playing up so close? Just because you're in man coverage, there's no rules in the man coverage handbook that says all man coverage has to be played 5 yards from line. You can be in man coverage 20 yards back. You know what I'm saying? It's just about you have this person. You're not guarding a space. No matter what this person does, you got to stick with them. So the fact that he should have been 20 yards back or 15 yards back and been like, I'm not letting you get past me, Scotty Miller. And he has to have the freaking like football IQ to read that situation. I feel like maybe Pettin trusted him to be like, yeah, this is man coverage, but don't be fucking 3 yards off the ball, bro. Like, use some IQ. So it's a lot of blame to go around all over the place. I mean, I still think ultimately it came down to Rodgers not getting it done when we needed him to get it done the most. But you know,
that's the thing. It's like, dude, you could point at Kevin King, you could point at Aaron Jones turning it over, you could point at Aaron Rodgers not getting it done,
Matt LaFleur not running the ball.
Yeah, like there were so many. But that's the thing is like every damn. Like, dude, I love this team. I've been repping this team like since my whole life. But like every year, dude, every year it seems like because versus the Niners, I don't even count that year because like
why not? Why don't you count that?
Because I didn't think they were gonna win it. I don't think most people didn't think they didn't have a shot. Like, dude, that was a better team. But like last season,
I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't agree with it because essentially, with the exception of AJ Dillon, who only really played in one game, and Rick Wagner, right, who ended up actually being the biggest reason we lost one of the other reasons we lost the game because he was getting beat like a damn conga drum at a freaking Woodstock or some shit. You know what I mean? Like I think like. That was pretty much the same team. It was the same team dude, that went total. I think that Tampa Bay team is better than the San Francisco team that beat us.
I really don't think so. I think that Niners team, so? Like, no, that Niners team was so, dude, they were good. Like, that, dude.
I don't know, Matt. We should have like a poll or something. We have to put that on the Twitter poll or something. What, dude? That's a great Twitter poll, man. I'm about to put that. Well, it my is. Feed, like no one gives a fuck about my feed. You need to put it on your feed. Like you have the thousands of people. Put that up. Do you? Which was the better team, the 2019 San Francisco 49ers or the 2020 Tampa Bay Buccaneers? I think the Buccaneers team was better.
I really don't think the Buccaneers team was that good. I mean, I think obviously they were good. They won a Super Bowl, but like,
look, I'm gonna just drink.
You drink. No, but like,
I need to get to your level because you saying some crazy shit right now. I want to be on your level.
I am fucked up, bro. I ain't gonna lie. No, but like, I just think the Packers were a better team than that Tampa Bay team. I don't think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won because they had Tom Brady, like everyone's talking about. And I like Tom Brady.
But Tom Brady is the denominator. He is the common denominator. Okay, I'm not a math guy. But I do remember that. I do. They had but honestly, I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't think that. I think that. Yes, they did. Yes, they did have a great defense. Yes, I agree. But still, man, we like it, you still got to be able to do everything. Like the reason why I say they won because of Tom Brady is because, first of all, and this is like I feel like people underestimate this element of like sports, but it's like everybody in that locker room. I feel like they played probably with like a little more edge, or a little more confidence, a little more like. I feel like we got Thanos, or I feel like we got the Hulk or Superman. Like we got the GOATs of all GOATs, Tom Brady on our team. This dude has 6 rings. Like that is already like a placebo, like mental thing that's going to work on you. That's the first thing. Second thing is it plays like the play at the end of the half. Like Tom, that's what I'm saying. Like perfect juxtaposition, right? At the end of the half, no timeouts, whatever. They called the last timeout. They saw the defense, everything. Tom Brady says, no, go back. We're not kicking no fucking field goal. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to Scotty Miller. I'm picking on Kevin King, and I'm going to Scotty Miller. Now, compare that to Aaron Rodgers when the moment was kind of the ball was in his court, literally, right? You know, in his hands. You have a timeout. First of all, you have a timeout. It was the end of the goddamn game. They had like 2 timeouts. Or they had all their timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. So essentially 4 timeouts, right? I've seen this motherfucker burn timeouts to tie his goddamn shoes. So it's like you sitting here telling me in this moment, this isn't a critical enough moment for you to sit to look at the sideline and say, what the fuck are we doing, Matt? No, fuck that. Timeout. Fuck that. And then talk about it. And then Matt says, no, we're kicking it. The analytics say kick it. The people upstairs say kick it. They got the best 4th down red zone defense, whatever. Okay. But I expect Aaron Rodgers, Hall of Fame, 3-time MVP, one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever live, talented wise. It's supposed to be this super genius, right? He can tell you plays that happened back when he was in fucking 8th grade. You telling me you don't have enough football IQ in that moment and enough clout in that building to be like, nah, fuck that, timeout. Matt, are you sure you want to like do this? But we got to go for 4th down here, bro. And Matt even said after the game, it was miscommunication.
No,
he said, I wish I would have known my quarterback wanted to go for it. And Rodgers is sitting like the fucking the disgruntled wife, like, well, what do you think I wanted to do? You know, Matt, you know, it's like, well, why not fucking say it? That's when you gotta say time out, bro. Like Brady did. Go back. Like you gotta step up and you gotta communicate to your 2nd-year head coach. Like you gotta remember, this dude is still young. He's still just doing this.
Yeah.
But Rodgers, you've been in the league for 13 years, bro, or starting 15, but starting for 13. Like I expect him. That's an MVP Hall of Fame moment, bro. Like people will be talking about that, like how we talk about the catch in the tuck rule. Like remember in 2020 when Rodgers called the timeout, and like those are the moments that the game is built on. And he had a chance. He let it go. He let it slip through his hands.
I agree. I think they did a total miscommunication, and that should have been better. But like Brady threw like what 3 picks?
He did.
Like how can you throw 3 picks? And like I love me some Tom Brady. I actually like Tom Brady. I actually think he's a very good person. I think he's a very good quarterback. People get mad at me. They mention me. I don't like it when you talk about Tom Brady. Like, well, he's a champion. He's all those things. I wish he'd have kept his ass in the AFC. All those things. But like, if you throw 3 interceptions in a game, you can't take credit for winning that game. Your defense won that game. If you throw 3 interceptions in a game, bro, you can't take credit for that game. Like Aaron Rodgers.
It all like. Yeah, I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
No. First of all, I love all that you said. First of all, I thought it was hilarious and informative and correct. I think that the whole Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur misconception, the whole misunderstanding, whatever the hell it was, absolutely was wrong. Like that should not have went down that way. I think that if they handled that situation better, they might have won the game. And I think they probably know that too. It's like, like that's not how championships are won. It's a miscommunication in the NFC Championship game. In the NFC Championship game, you got to have all your shit right. And it wasn't handled right. It wasn't done right. You can't have that. You can't have miscommunication in that situation.
You can't. No,
it sucks. No, it sucked, dude. After that game, like, dude, I did a post game show, and I remember sitting in front of my computer with the camera on and all those things happening. And I was like, I try to be positive, but like, how the fuck I be positive about this? Like,
dude, saying like when I first started out, when I first started out, my Twitter name was Packers Positive, and I was trying to be positive, but people like, but I'm just like a realist, and it's just like, and I guess some people like the truth. Some people take the truth for negativity. I'm like, I don't think it's negative to say like the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not one of these fans like, oh, everything's terrible. Like I was streaming live on Twitch. Like I do Twitch. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Like when the Packers were down by 18, like in the second quarter, I was still cheese head on, fully like, yo, they can come back. I believe. But no one saw that. Everybody on Twitter who fucking, I lost like 30 followers after I went on my fucking rant after that. Because people are like, man, this dude's toxic. This dude's not a real fan. But no one saw when I was on Twitter and when I was on Twitch, and all the people who were in my Twitch stream were like, man, the Packers are done. I was like, dude, no, you don't make history until you make it. You know what I'm saying? You don't make history until you make it. And it's like, dude, the reason why I say Tom Brady gets credit for that win is because even though he threw the ball, he turned it over 3 times. It's like it's a team sport, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I know it's like that kind of contradicts my argument maybe a little bit, but it's like, yeah, he turned it over 3 times. They had a good enough defense to overcome that. But in the same token, he turned it over 3 times. It's like on the flip side, it's like, but then the Packers, or in this case, Rodgers specifically, did not do shit 3 times. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, no, I got you. I know.
So I don't know, man.
I agree. I agree that because I'm the most positive son bitch you're gonna find on the
you
Twitterverse.
You are very positive.
But,
I will give you. You're very positive. Get this man some Coors Light and some mac and cheese from Quick Trip, and he is happy as a pig in a fucking pigsty. You're like, yeah, Green Bay cheese beer.
Oh man,
like, I don't know what else.
No, first of all, I like you. You're awesome.
Dude, thank you, man. Thank you. My publicist, myself, in the third person, told me like, you need to go on this show to try to clean up some of your image with the rest of the Packers fans because they probably think I'm an asshole and they probably think I'm a piece of shit. But there's a thin line between love and hate and pain. Pain. We all know pain. Shout out to my Naruto fans out there. Like, pain is the one thing that we all can get together over. And I love this team so much. It just hurts, man. It hurts. And sometimes maybe I go a little overboard, but it all comes from a good place. It all comes from a good place.
And that is the thing, is like, dude, I know not everyone thinks like I think. And I actually like talking to people who don't think the fans who I don't like, people I work with, they're always negative. It doesn't even matter. It could be like the Packers could sign 19 free agents, you know, all the best.
They can win the Super Bowl. They only won by 1 point. Like,
they're no, they can win the Super Bowl. They be like, well, they barely won. Because I've actually had a conversation where they won big games. I'm like, yo, the Packers beat this team. Like, it was a big game. And like, well, they almost lost it. Like, well, like but they didn't.
But here's the thing.
Like, you're not like that.
The Super Bowl is different. The Super Bowl is different. It's like, if you any team you play in the Super Bowl, I don't give a fuck if you win by half a point. That's possible. Dude, I don't care if you. I don't care how you win. I don't care. Like, but in the regular season, because I was one of those people during the 2020 season, I said after they got their ass kicked by Tampa and then they lost to Indy, I was like, this team got to show me that they are real contenders and not just competitive. And I've been saying this week. I've been just in these conversations on Twitter about championships and shit. And I said this earlier. I said there's a difference between being competitive and competing for a Super Bowl, in my opinion. It's two different things. Being competitive is just like that. We put a decent team on the field. We expect to be 500 or better. We're trying to win our division. We're going to make the playoffs. Like, but competing for division is like, look, we might not win our division because things happen, whatever. But we know we're going to be in the playoffs, and we know once we get in the playoffs, we're going to make some noise and have a really good shot to win the Super Bowl. And it's like, damn, I lost my train of thought. What the fuck were we even talking?
I respect that.
We were just talking about loving the team, whatever. Or just being positive. Okay.
Hey, no.
I wasn't a believer. They had to beat Tennessee. That's where it was going. When they beat Tennessee, then I said I was kind of questioning. And I was that person. I was like, well, New Orleans, I don't really know how much that really counted. I know we were both missing a star, but you know, they didn't have the home field advantage and Like I will, as much as I will praise things, like I said, I'm a realist. So I don't want to say nitpicking, but I just say it's just reality, man. It's just a reality situation for me. But once they beat Tennessee, I was like, dude, they beat Tennessee. They held Henry to under 100 yards. They dominated at that time, number one offense in the NFL. I was like, dude, this team, I'm a total believer in this team. Then.
Yeah. So here's one thing, like with the offseason, because everything that's going on, Jamal Williams walked. I love me some Jamal Williams.
Corey Linsley walked.
Yeah, but they couldn't pay him. But I'll tell you this. Let me tell you this real quick. And in fact, I don't even want to say it. Let my good friend tell you.
I have letters here just for everybody out there in Packerland and yourself today.
Okay.
RELAX. Relax.
know. First of all, I gotta use my mixer. I just got this shit. I gotta use it. No, but like, dude, I actually agree with everything that you're saying. I'm not what they call a realist. I'm a very optimistic person, but I'm a realist in my head. You know, I know things that are happening. I know that.
I mean, I'm very optimistic. I picked the Packers to go like 16-0 almost like every year. I'm like, man, they can beat everybody. Fuck that shit.
But you're a realist too, and I am too. I just don't say it out loud. I'm just very optimistic but I do think that the Packers are really good. But like after the season's over and you're like talking about like, yeah, like dude, the Packers should have won. The Packers should have won the Super Bowl. They should have been full bloody hell. Should have. That's why I was so mad after Super Bowl. Like I went on a rant after Super Bowl, and it wasn't good. I think that
Super Bowl would look a lot different if the Chiefs weren't missing both of their starting tackles or whatever the case may be.
That is why it was so important. This was the year.
If anything, this
Packers.
NFC Championship game in the Super Bowl proves why why tackles are the highest paid positions on the offensive line. Like it just goes to show you because like you had two teams, right, with high powered offenses that got, I don't want to say the Packers got shut down, but they just got slowed down because you have that weak link at the tackle. You and that was really it. Like we were getting beat on that one spot. And it's just like that just goes to show you like just how important that tackle position is, man. Like that shit can change the whole complexion of your offense and your whole outlook.
Yeah. That shit was rough.
It was rough, man. So
no, more than rough because like you wake up tomorrow morning, you can feel rough. No, that was brutal.
that was no Vaseline rough. That was no Vaseline rough, man.
Oh my
you know
God, you're my guy. From now on, whatever happens, you're my guy. Hey, I want to throw a banner up in here real quick, right here. So this is
what's packing?
So everyone,
I even got a freaking cheese head. I don't know if I should put a cheese head on.
Oh yeah. You should do that. All right, the What's Packing Sports Show. All right,
I got slippers.
This guy's ready to roll, bro. This guy's ready to go. So everyone who's listening, share, retweet, subscribe, do all the things. Whether you're maybe I'll put this on my podcast, maybe you're listening to it. I don't even know, but that's what it is. The What's Packing Sports Show joining me today. Dude, I got this new mixer, right? This new soundboard. Let me show off some of these sounds.
Show it off, man. We're gonna have instead of a moment of silence, we're gonna have a moment of absurdity, and I'm gonna drink while you just play shit off this song.
I don't know the buttons yet, so we're just gonna play random shit.
Just press it.
All right, that's an applause.
Okay,
that's for you.
Thank you.
Check this out. You're listening to the Matt Ramage Show, presented by Quick Trip.
That's pretty dope, man. Hey, man, yo, Quick Trip. That's dope as fuck, man. That's pretty dope, man.
Yeah, dude,
that's pretty dope, man. That you got, like, was that just like talk to me about that? Did they just reach out to you?
No, I have a marketing person, and he made it happen. But like, dude, I love Quick Trip. Like,
I know you do. I know you
because like I when I first started doing this and I first started getting a little bit.
Are you from Wisconsin?
Yeah, I live in Wisconsin, born and raised, and I still live here. I never lived outside of Wisconsin. So like when I first started getting a little bit of attention, I was like, I was gonna do ads and do this thing. I was like, I don't want to do fake shit. Like I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to. I mean, I will because like I need money. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like,
everyone has a price. Everyone has a price.
But I was like, I'd rather do
real stuff you love,
like stuff I love, and like, so when that popped up, I was like, all right, I definitely want to do that. I would love to work at Quick Trip because I love Quick Trip, and I'm not. Yes. Dude, I go there every damn day. I truly love the macaroni and cheese. I made a video about them like a year before they signed me, and people were like, "Oh, you think you're gonna sign me a Quick Trip?" And they're like talking shit. I was like, "Dude,
People was
I just
talking
like
shit.
it."
Where are they?
Oh yeah,
No, dude, man. Somebody, I remember when the so like, do you know about Twitch?
yeah. I'm actually on Twitch. Nobody watches there, but I'm on it. This
It's
right
tough,
now is
man.
happening on Twitch, but
Okay,
nobody's
this
watching it.
okay,
Nobody's
okay,
watching on Twitch, but it's happening.
okay. You're happening on Twitch. You're happening on YouTube as well. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm
Or
on Twitch. I'm having on Twitch. No one's watching on Twitch, but also Facebook. Probably a few people watch because it's late. But like, I have a lot of people on Facebook that watch my stuff, and then Twitter and YouTube.
Oh, my man, Smitty Lee. Okay, so I'm actually on Twitch right now streaming this. I was doing something else, and then I saw your thing, and then I was like, let me just reach out to him and see if is still on. And like my man Smitty Lee said, Packers going to lose in the AFC Championship again. You already know who's going to beat them up. Oh, he's a freaking Tampa Bay Packers fan.
Yeah.
Smitty Lee. Shout out to Smitty Lee. But like, so basically, I was like, the way I ended up doing Twitch and just even getting into this channel thing was that like I was like trying to like do some like upstart little, oh man, present preset Miller 242. Thank you for the follow. So I was like trying to like do some like sports writing for like this sort of upstart like, you know, sports companies or whatever. And then that was kind of falling through. And I was like, man, let me just go ahead on and just like do my own thing. Like, I don't need to wait for anybody else. Let me just fucking do my own thing. I started the YouTube channel, and then I saw how big Twitch was. And I was like, no one's on Twitch doing football. So let me just join Twitch. And then I started doing Twitch, and I just started streaming the games and like my reaction. And then I ended up actually getting reached out to by somebody who like works at Twitch. And they were like, yo, we're going to do this thing on the 27th of December. That's the Packers Tennessee game. Do you want to be a part of it? And I was like, fuck yeah, I want to be a part of it. And they ended up putting me on like dude, I was having like one like literally like the one person who was watching my Twitch streams was this guy who ended up reaching out to me that was like at the top of Twitch. And he was like, okay, yeah, we're gonna hook you up, blah 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 blah. And they put me on the main page of Twitch.
Yeah. So now
doing the game, and I got at my peak, I had 20,000 people.
Okay, no,
on my channel, and I went from like 5 subscribers. I went from 5 followers to 160 followers in one day.
I got to give you applause for that.
Thank you, man. Hey, I didn't really do anything. They kind of did it. They literally
because I always say that because like I've had really successful people who I said the same thing to. Like
oh, you froze on me.
We're back. My internet connection might be shifty. No, but like someone smart told me one time, you'll never be in a position that's supposed to be in because you earned every spot that you're supposed to be in. So like the same thing with you. Like, dude, they found you because you meant to be found. You know what I mean? I don't mean to like gospel on you or nothing like that. But
hey man, hey, hallelujah.
I hit the wrong button. But let's check out some of these other buttons I got here. What do we got here?
I have letters here.
No, that we are.
So somebody, this person Tess Miller, they must follow you on Twitter because he says Matt doing live shots yet. They must know you very well.
Yeah, I see that too. Well, no, we're not doing live shots.
Yeah, Miller, there he goes. You just put it up there on the thing. Matt doing live shots yet? Yeah, there you go.
We're not doing live shots yet, but I might.
You got a brew open?
I do have a little brew open, but I don't.
We'll take a sip to 2021 team.
Let's do it. Hey, here's a shot to you want to drink to the 21 to the Green Bay Packers of the 2021 team?
Hopefully, what we going? Super Bowl 56 champions.
Let's
Cheers.
do it. I like this song.
Man, this is great, man. This is great, dude. Honestly, I'm so glad that I saw that because I'm not even like a super huge social media guy. So I'm so glad that I saw that, man. Because dude, you are literally like a inspiration and a legend. And I fucking ripped your reel of the everybody was talking about all week long about the Rams. Dude,
No, that's what it's about, though. That is exactly what it's about. Is like I talk shit. Like, you know, I was on a Pat McAfee show in a similar way. I was on NFL Network.
I did see that.
Because, dude, next season's gonna be off the hook, bro. But that is what it is, because like I like that people like you and like people like and there was people that when I was doing my thing, like I'm not acting like I'm better than you or whatever. I'm just someone who's probably
you are though. You are better than me.
No. But I probably just started a little bit before you.
Say you were better than me. You are better than me.
No, but I just started a little bit before you. But like if you want something, like, dude, just like fucking go for it. Like, I don't have no inspirational quotes or here or whatever. But
that's
like
it. That was your inspirational quote.
But if you want
something, just fucking go for it. That's inspiration, dude, right there.
Yeah, and like people might not like. First of all, like when you start doing, I'll say this: when you start doing something, like your closest friends, who you think like you can text and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna do this," like they're not gonna be there.
It's true, man. That's so true.
It's your internet. It's your internet friends, people who you've established it with. Where you say, "Hey, I'm gonna try to do this," and they're like, "Oh, go," you know, like, good luck, bro. But like your real life friends, like they don't get it. They don't understand what you're doing, and they don't root for you. I don't know if they don't root for you, but they will
root for you. But in the back of their mind, they don't believe.
Yeah,
they're happy for you, and they want you to do it because it makes you happy. But in the back of their mind, they don't necessarily believe. And I kind of had that recently. I had a friend of mine. You know what I mean? He kind of thinks that I'm just sort of like not in reality right now.
Yeah.
He's like, oh man, you got to come back to reality. You got to get back to work. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, dude, that is what it is, because like I have a job. I work at a cheese factory, but I tell a lot of people like, yo, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Dude, I've been telling them for years, and they were like, you know, like, they don't believe. Then when I got verified on Instagram and I got verified on Facebook, they were like, oh, okay, he might be doing something. But some of them got mad. They're like, oh, he thinks he's. They're like, oh, he thinks he's famous. Like,
no,
I don't
you
think
that's you. That's that's called. It's called projecting. That's called projecting. This is not a psychology show, but I can give you a little 101 psychology. Those people were projecting all of their insecurities and their fears and their resentment that they never did what the fuck they wanted to do. They were projecting that onto you, man. And a lot of the time, that's what happens. That's what happens when you start doing what you want to do. You realize, and I'm not even on your level. I'm not even nowhere near Tom Grossi's level. I'm not nowhere near Nagler's level. Like, but I'm just even the little slither that I've been able to cut off for myself of doing what the fuck I love and what I want to do. It's like people, when they see that, they like some people. They don't know how to respond to that because they've never done it and they're afraid to do it. And so the only thing they can do is just vocalize their fears and shit onto you. And it's just like, you can't allow someone else's fears to fucking like fuel what you do.
See, here's the thing is like, I usually don't talk about this because I ain't know that. Like Tom Grossi, the man, Aaron Angler, T-Set TV, all these guys, so much the man. All right. But like what I've noticed is like when you start talking about like goals and like achievements, like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and you get excited, right? Like,
yeah,
you've been excited before you talk to people. Like when I got this mixer, I was texting people, my friends, I was like, oh, I'm gonna, I can make sound effects, I can do all the things, I'm like professional now. And like, but like, But like some of your friends, like they don't see that they could do it, so they don't want you. They don't want you to do it. Not that they don't want you to do it, but if they don't consider themselves being able to do it, because they want you to work. I work at a cheese factory.
They want you to stay on their level. They want you to stay on their level, so they can feel like they can still be like with you.
Yeah, it's not even consciously. I don't think it's consciously.
Some people it is though. I think some people it is.
Yeah. Oh, some people like you ain't
just
shit.
Fucked up people. Yeah.
But I'm not trying to turn this into like a psychiatrist show. But
hey man, whoever the fuck is up at 1:47 in the morning on my time, 12:47 your time, they might need this. Somebody might need this sort of freaking.
No, but I'll say this real quick. If you want something, like Will Smith said, go get it. Like I truly believe, and that's kind of how I live by it. It's like if you have a goal, if you have whatever the hell you want to be, like just don't ask, dude. No one's gonna help you. No one's.
People aren't gonna help you until you don't fucking need help.
Yeah,
that's what I realized too. Like everybody wants to help you once you don't need help. Like motherfucker, I needed help 2 years ago when I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I had no money and I just had an idea. But like once you actually become something, you get verified or you got some couple 10,000 followers, or then people want to say, "Oh yeah, let me help you now." It's like motherfucker, help me when I didn't have shit. That's when I needed the help. Now you know what you're doing? You're really just helping yourself. You fucking greedy bastard.
Most people that want to help you are really trying to help themselves. But like that's what I realized. It's not even just like friends and family and all these things, because like most of my people are good people. Like I've people that root for me and they do it. But even the people who root for you and that really want you to do well, they can't help you. Like if you really want something special, you really want to like be something fucking real. It doesn't matter if it's podcast, it doesn't matter if you want to be an actor or a rapper or a singer or whatever the hell it is. Thanks. Like go get that shit, dude. You're gonna be alone. Nobody can help you unless you have like a really rich uncle. You won the lottery, you want, all these things. But like otherwise you're gonna be alone, and if you want it, just go get that shit. And like no one's gonna help you. No one's got advice for you. You can watch YouTube videos, which I watch a lot of YouTube videos to learn how to use all this shit that I do. But like YouTube doesn't tell you how to do other things. Like if you want it, if you have a dream, if you have like aspirations to be something bigger than a cheese factory worker or whatever, gas station work, whatever the business that you're currently in, like just go for it. And if you look like an asshole, you look like an asshole.
Look at an asshole, man. Spread those cheeks so everybody can see. Don't spread those cheeks. Let the whole world see, baby.
People used to tell me that when I first started making videos, because I make fun of my eyes and all that. People used to tell me like,
that's hilarious. That fucking the emoji with the fucking crazy thing. Like you should reach out to Apple. Like, yo, you guys owe me some money. You ripped off my likeness. You ripped off my likeness. So real quick, let me tell you. So I'm on. Because I've had that big high profile Twitch situation. I did get some followers and some things. I got some regulars.
How many followers you got on Twitch?
I got 182 currently.
All right, so you got
which is like it's like fucking pennies,
more than me. No, you got 181 more than me. So
yeah, but there's also like people with like fucking 500,000.
I know, but
what I want to say is like, and you've got tens of thousands more than me on all your other platforms combined. But this what I want to say. I've got a couple of people who are watching me now, and I want to give them a shout out. My one man Smitty Lee says that's inspiration. I'm in North Carolina playing pro independent baseball, following my dream, and I'm happy as fuck. He says, I believe in you, bro. Talking about me, and I appreciate you, Smitty Lee. And then somebody says, MJ Ivory says, I found you on Matt's page. Love what you are saying. What do you think about Devin Funches? So we can talk about that. And then Miller 242 says Matt's drunk. And he's fucking laughing, rolling laughing.
Wrong.
And then Smitty says, "This is look." And Smitty Lee says, "This is some good conversation." What is this guy's name? Well, Smitty Lee, this guy's name is Matt Ramage, and he is a Packers super fan, OG, fucking Packers super fan. He's you can find him on Instagram, Twitter. What's your Twitter handle?
Matt Ramage. It just
Matt Ramage. So there you got. So yeah, Smitty Lee. If you he says he's enjoying our conversation, football, life. It's all connected. And Miller says real Packers fans need that shoulder to cry on, like me. So even though we kind of got a little bit off of the topic of sports and we kind of got into life a little bit, it's all connected, man. It's all connected, man.
I
people
really
are enjoying it. And people
I really, especially people who are watching at this time of night. They're not real picky at what they listen to.
Yeah, they're probably just like me and you. They've had a couple of these, I'm sure, and they might be in their emotions, they might be in their feelings, and they're like, "Yo, I need some people to fucking like." Yeah, I'm feeling pretty bad. I need to just cheer up or laugh, or I need somebody who can.
That's what relate. It is, bro, dude. But that's what it is. It's like it. I don't know. I've said it before. Like on my show, like if you want something, like go get it. Nobody's gonna get it for you. Like if you want the special, like if you want to work at a job, like you can do that. Like I've done that. I've done that for fucking my whole life. Like I got like 19 years coming up on where I work. So I'm not better than nobody. I've worked at Cheese Fresh for 19 years. But like if you want the special, like you gotta do something after you get done and grind and just do your shit. And then maybe even for me, maybe someday something better will happen. But like I'm still good. I'm gonna go to work. I got the weekend off. I usually don't. I go back to work on Tuesday. But like, dude, I ain't no better than nobody. Not one person listening to this shit where I think, well, I'm better than that guy.
And at the end of the day, man, that's what when you start doing it, and then I start doing it, like, dude, I'm like, trust me. If you think you're not better than nobody, then trust me, dude. I am like super like. I don't even have a job. I got laid off in COVID. Honestly, that's why I started doing this, because I had so much free time and I got laid off during COVID. And so it's like, I was like, man, you know what? Like maybe this is the opportunity for me to just like do what the fuck I want to do. I don't have to do the 9 to 5 right now because I literally can't, because the job I had said
we don't want you no more.
Well,
I don't mean to make money for that.
No, but seriously though, because the job I was working at, it was in like fashion. It was a fashion job, and I was out in California. I'm from Maryland, but I moved out to California.
Modeling shit. Were you a model?
No, model? I wasn't a model. I was on the back end. I was on the retail side. I worked for like a major retail chain.
You look like a model. So I wasn't sure.
Well, in the South, a major retail. Give you my blue steel.
He was like, "Oh shit!"
Well, maybe I should call it. Maybe I should call it green. My green steel. My gold steel.
All right.
But they were like a manufacturing company. Like they manufacture clothes, and so everything's made in China, right? So China was like complete. Like the whole fucking country of China was like shut down. So we had no work. You know what I mean? And I was just sitting at home and I was just like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, da 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 da. And I was like, I love the Packers, man. I love talking about it. And I love connecting with other fans, even if it's to talk shit or to be because we don't share the same. I just love talking and like having conversations and debating. And I just started doing it. And like you said, and that's what I told somebody. I said, dude, I had one person watching me on Twitch, but you never know who the fuck that person, you never know.
Oh yeah,
what it can lead, because that one person who was watching me was a fucking executive at Twitch.
Yeah,
and he fucking reached out to me. He's like, "Yo, we want to work with you because I like what you're doing." And when I was on my Twitch stream, I see one viewer. I'm like, who the fuck? In my head, I'm like, I suck. I have one viewer. Like, who the fuck is this viewer? They weren't saying. He didn't say anything. He didn't comment anything. Yeah. He didn't do. I was like, who is this fucking weird person just lurking on me? Happened to be somebody who fucking changed my life.
He's so like, yo, I'm an executive on Twitch. You're like, you ain't donating a damn dollar, bro.
Exactly nothing. You didn't say nothing. You didn't say anything. He didn't fucking donate. But that's what he emailed me and said, yo, do you want to be a part of this? And so it's like, you just like, my one thing is before we should get back to football and Devin Funchess since somebody asked about that. But it's like, my one thing I would just want to say is like, man, if you love something and you want to do it, just fucking do it. Just start doing it. Even the littlest littlest thing, just start doing it and just go for it, because you don't never know. And it's not like I'm fucking made and rich or whatever, but it's like I feel happy. I feel good that I started doing this and I believed in myself, and then someone else saw it and someone else was like, yo, I like this dude too. And then 182 other people were like, yeah, you're cool enough to follow. So it's like, just do that shit, man. Like Matt said, just if you want something, you got to go get it. You got to do it. You can't wait for someone else to present it to you. Just fucking do it. And on that note, we can switch back to the Packers. And I want to ask you, like my man asked me, I almost forgot Devin Funchess was a thing. Like, what do you think about Devin Funchess? What do you think about this receiving core coming into 2021?
All right, so Devin Funchess mentioned on his Twitter, the reason that he didn't play last year, he had some severe family situations. People died, whatever.
Oh, yeah,
so so I won't fault. I never did to begin with.
No, I was not faulting anybody. I don't care. I don't care what my own personal views were or what other people were saying about the COVID and everything. Like, I would not ever attack anybody or call anybody out for opting out.
Because when they opted out, that was their decision.
Yeah,
I didn't look into it. I didn't ask questions like, well, I wonder why. Like, it was just like, all right, so like they didn't want to. Maybe they got a baby. Maybe they got a grandmother. Maybe whatever the hell it is. I don't care. That's none of my business.
Exactly.
That's not my street. I got to be driving on. So, I mean, like,
facts though.
So he said that he had, but whatever. So, but like, I think that, like, I watched a lot of people say that maybe he might not make it through training camp. Maybe he doesn't make the 53, because people want to talk about the Packers wide receiver situation, but like, they were the number one offense. So like,
they were number one, but they could have been better. And I'm one of those people.
They definitely could have been better.
They were number one, but I still don't know if I will ever forgive them for not drafting Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, but yeah,
I would have loved to see that dude opposite of Devontae Adams.
I just don't know if Funchess. I like him. I respect him. I respect the reason he opted out. I did all those things. I just don't know if it depends how training camp goes. Like, because now a lot of things are opening up, and the people are going to see some more. Not even people, but the coaches are going to see more of the players, and maybe he gets relationship. It will just be hard because a wide receiver has to have a relationship with the quarterback.
Yeah.
So if Funchess can show Aaron Rodgers trust and all these things, because he's a new wide receiver coming in, doesn't matter that.
And we know how Aaron is with new guys.
Oh yeah, you
gotta really stand. I feel like in all of his years, he sort of inherited Jordy and Greg, but like ever since,
like
Devontae, he talked very highly of Devontae from like day one, and he talked very highly of Randall from day one.
Yeah, it's kind of like I have a job.
They draft a lot of receivers.
Like, you have a job, right? Or you don't? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to say that. That was shitty.
No, I just finished telling you my sob story about how I got laid off from my job. My job, my current full-time job, just involves breathing air.
I am an asshole. No, but I apologize.
Hey man.
But I do.
I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Yes, I get what you mean.
I have a job, and we get new people that come in, and most of them are fucking. They're just idiots, and then you can't tell them that, so you have to be like nice.
I mean, you could, but you might get fired.
They screw up, and they're like, oh, that happens. Like, does everyone do that? No. You're the first person to ever do that, but that's fine.
Right, exactly.
You just have to. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Anyways, so everyone give a round of applause. Like, what? Everyone. It's like, what? How many people are watching this shit? Like 16 people. Everyone give a round of applause to the What's Packing Sports Show host. No,
thank you.
I like it a lot.
Hang on, wrong one. The wrong button. So the What's Packing Sports Shows. Thank you all for tuning in. Let me hit some more buttons. No, that's okay. All right. Okay, I didn't mean to hit that button.
You're just laughing at me? Wow. Thanks, Matt.
Here we go.
You gotta just remind me how I'm a no good bum with no job, and then just laugh at me.
No, What's Packing Sports Show.
I like this. I like this.
You know what I'm saying? We can bust a rap, bro. You're listening to the Matt Ramage Show, presented by Quick Trip.
Show, presented by Quick Trip. I'm on Matt Ramage. We drunk as shit, and we talking football shit. Hey, we got good takes. Fuck a Stephen A. or Max Kellerman. It's me and Matt Ramage. We the better men. Hey, take a drink.
Hey, that's what it's about, bro. Hey, I didn't. I'll hit you up. I'm gonna have you on again because I like you. I like your style.
Appreciate that, man.
We're not the same. Everyone, check out What's Packing Sports Show on all the social medias
and on YouTube. What's Packing Sports Show? Type that in on YouTube. I try to drop at least 3 or 4 videos a week. Lots of topics. I have guests on my show. I have a guy named Jared Bolter 1, who I follow on Twitter. He's me and him. We've been going through the draft. I mean, are you getting ready to go? Are you like kind of like ushering me out? You gotta go.
No. Say your shit.
Well, I wanted to know if you wanted to talk about the draft. Like, what are you thinking about the draft? Me and this guy Jared.
I don't know a lot about the draft.
Well, hey, let me inform you. But like you said, I think they could go cornerback. If I have to say if I have to identify the Packers quote unquote needs in the draft, I would say cornerback would be number 1. I would say honestly, offensive line depth, whether it be a tackle or a guard or something, would be number 2. And then I would say defensive line depth would be number 3. And then I would say maybe like receiver and then sort of whatever the fuck is best player available. I
like your expertise.
Yeah, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, but I actually I've said it earlier today. Not on the internet, but I was talking to some people, my son to be exact, pretty much exactly the same thing. So I think, not that I think I'm right all the time, but like, let's pretend in this situation I am, because you agree with me. But yeah, I think cornerback is number 1 need. They might draft 2. I would actually be shocked if they didn't draft 2 cornerbacks.
Really, I would be shocked if they draft 2. I think they could definitely draft 1. Well, you know what? Honestly, what I'll say is, bro, is that maybe not just a cornerback. Because I know like the Raven Green / Kadar Holman / Sullivan role is also like a position they got to kind of like upgrade. So maybe they draft a cornerback in the first round. I hope. Oh my God, I can only hope they draft a cornerback in the first round, and then in the sequential rounds or subsequential rounds, whatever the fuck it is. I'm starting to get like you, my words. I don't remember the words anyways.
Words but it's like, can be hard.
Words are stupid anyways when you really think about it.
Let me check this out. Words can be. Oh, it's supposed to be. Oh shit, my shit's falling apart.
Uh-oh.
All right.
The mechanical arm is attacking you.
Hang on, it's fucked up. Hang on, let me. All right.
Don't pull anything.
All right.
Don't fucking pull a hamstring or nothing.
I think I fixed it. Hang on, I can talk like a robot. Hang on a second. Oh no, hang on.
Okay. All right.
Hello. Can you hear that? Is that different?
It doesn't sound like a robot. It just sounds like you're like over a speakerphone or like megaphone. Yeah.
This is a robot.
Okay.
I'm like Futurama. Look at him. This is like auto tune. Hello. Do you love me?
Hey, you sound like you fucking one of those like old school like Motown.
All right, now I'm a female. Did my voice change?
It did, but I think you need to do some more hormone therapy. I don't think your estrogen level.
All right, we can go with that. I'm not doing play.
But let me ask you though. Let me ask you like.
Oh, I got a cough button. You can't hear me. Anyways, what do we got here?
I heard you that. I heard you say, "Yeah, I can't hear you."
This is a cuss button. Like, hey, are you over here?
Hey, there you go. I need one of those. That's what I need.
Yeah, you cuss a lot. You be talking.
I do, man. You know what? I like the flavorful language. I feel like cursing is like a spice. And it's one of those spices that you really can't. I don't know. You can't overdo it, but you gotta have a little hefty shake on there. You gotta have a hefty shake.
You know what I'm saying? All right.
Look, so I mean, Funches. I don't know, man. I don't know what Funches is going to bring.
Everybody out there, and
I mean, I don't
know. I don't know what Funches will bring to the table. I mean, there was this stat graphic going around with MVS, and I was actually doing some research on this before the season even ended because I thought MVS would have a great playoff run, and he did. He had a great.
I think MVS can be good.
Technically, when I don't say technically, statistically, he is the best deep threat receiver in the league.
Yeah, dude, so, that's what I mean. Like, I think
even
next
with the
season,
drops and the
I think next season. See, people like to get when you get the drops, right? It's like that lady friend from the bar.
Oh, okay.
And
this is Quick Trip After Dark.
I'm gonna eliminate. I'm eliminate from that situation. But you all have that friend that has that rumor hanging around them that things are not that good at home, whatever. And that's kind of like with MVS. Like he has. Everyone knows that he drops some balls, and. Let me just. I'm falling over here, people.
Dude,
but everyone knows that he drops some passes, right?
He drops some passes.
It eliminates all the good that he does. Dude, MVS is a good ass wide receiver. You look at his yards after catch and all these things.
He's an explosive.
He's good.
He's a weapon. But look at that. This is where my realist comes in. My optimist is like this dude is the best.
Optimist.
The optimist in me says this dude is averaging more yards per catch than the cheetah, than fucking Antonio Hopkins, than anybody. All the best deep threats in the game. He's averaging 20 yards per reception. But the realist in me says if you go to Pro Football Focus or Reference and you look up his stats, the dude is catching the ball at 50.2%, which basically means he drops the ball basically literally just as much as he catches the ball. And I'm sorry, but when he catches it, it's usually good. But the problem is, like, I need him to get up to 60%. Like you gotta get up to 60% catch percentage.
But I will say that
because there's definitely been times when you watch the game. If you watch every single fucking game like you do and I do, and fans out there do, there have been times you can tell when Rodgers, and I don't care what he says in the press conferences and what LaFleur says, I know they trust him on the surface level, but there are definitely times where you can tell
but
that
there's
Rodgers
no way.
does not do what he usually would do because he's like, this motherfucker might
there's
drop
no way though. There's no way that MVS is on that team if they don't trust him. There's no way. If dude, like I have a job, right?
But
and
I mean,
when I'm doing certain shit, they don't trust me.
Are trust and faith the same thing, though? And faith the same thing? Because I think they have faith in him, but I don't know. It's just like, I don't know if this is going to hit anybody personally, but I don't know it. I don't have any drug addicts in my family, but I had a friend who was a drug addict. Okay, and I had a lot of faith in this guy. Like I actually literally saved his life one time. Like I literally performed the Heimlich maneuver on him and saved his life one time. And he was a good kid. He was a great kid. Like I don't want to say smart, but you know what I'm saying? Like he was cool. He was smart in his own way. He wasn't book smart. but he was smart in his own. He had interesting ideas, and we bonded when I lived out in LA. I had a lot of faith in him. I wanted him to get his life together so bad, but the track record showed that chances were he wasn't going to get his life together. Yeah, and I feel like that's how they feel about MVS. Like they can see the potential, they can see the skill, they can see the speed, the talent, but it's like MVS, like what the fuck, man? Like if I was MVS, like he's a Twitcher. He streams on Twitch. Yeah. And I remember one time I was on Twitch, and then he popped up on Twitch. I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? You need to be like reading your playbook or like out back, like hitting the jugs machine, bro. Like, you don't need, like, you are not at that level where you can be fucking wasting 4 or 5 hours on Twitch. You need to be hitting the playbook, or you need to be catching balls, catching passes, I'm sorry, footballs on the jug machine, bro. Like those 4 hours you spent on Twitch playing Call of Duty, you need to be fucking playing Call of Hands, my man, and be in the backyard fucking on the jugs machine, because like you dropped too many passes to be having leisure time to play Call of Duty. And those are the kind of things. That's the level. To me, that's the level. But that's a level of like professionalism. And I'm joking, but at the same time, I'm serious, because like,
but they gotta have their own time too.
When you reach that time, when you reach that level, bro,
so you're saying like that practice squad players is 24/7 are just, they have no life. They can't even talk to their kids. Like, daddy, no, they kicked that motherfucker in the face. They're like, we watched the film, bro.
Did you ever watch any of the Hard Knocks?
Yeah, I watched a few of them.
Did you watch the one with the Atlanta Falcons?
I don't think I did. I don't know if I did. I haven't watched in a few years.
One of the Hard Knocks with the Atlanta Falcons, right? I remember this. They would whatever this year was, they had drafted like this player. He was like a second round guy, right? Maybe a second or third round guy. And then there was like another player who was like undrafted, right? And they were both rookies. And then I remember there was this one scene where the second or third round guy, he was like a defensive guy, he was like on the sideline, right? Like taking a knee, whatever, getting some water. And the undrafted dude was out there, like maybe it was like third string defense or whatever it was. And he was like, damn, this dude is like, whatever. He was making some kind of comment. He's like, he said this out of his own mouth. He said, if I was as dedicated to like the playbook or whatever as this guy, I'd probably be like playing better. And when like I'm kind of paraphrasing, but like that was basically the gist of what he said. And it made me realize at that moment, like, just because a guy makes it to the NFL doesn't mean that they will have the study habits or discipline or whatever it takes to succeed in the NFL. Those are two different things, man.
Oh yeah, because
I was like, we saw that with Eddie Lacy, right? Like the Packers was like, yo, we just want you to stay under 230 pounds. And he couldn't do it. He's like, no. Like Eddie, all you have to do is just.
My wife asked the same of me, by the way, and I don't. Also,
you're not getting paid millions of dollars. If your wife said somebody would give you $1 million to stay,
she's like, don't eat. She's like, just do me a favor, don't eat no pizza rolls this week. And I was like, I can't do that.
But if somebody came to you and said, I'll give you $1 million to not eat any pizza rolls for the rest of your life, would you do it?
I would consider it for sure. It would be a conversation.
Okay, but you'd be like, you trying to negotiate? Can I? You be like, can I eat pizza rolls on the weekends?
Like I'll get my agent involved and we'll figure the damn thing out.
I'll have my people reach out to your people about the pizza roll situation. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out something that works for both parties involved.
That is a fantastic. Man. Anyways. Everyone, I appreciate you. I really have to pee, so we're gonna end this damn thing.
Okay.
But we're on here with What's Packin' Sports Show.
Packin'?
All right, so let's
packin'.
You're listening to the Matt Ramage Show, presented by Quick Trip. All right, thanks y'all for tuning in, and make sure to tune in to What's Packin' Show. All right, the What's Packin'.